We're live. We're live. Happy Friday. Happy Crafty Friday. We're gonna make some paper baskets. Hey, Patty. No worries. No worries. Enjoy your day. Hey, Susan. Thanks for the like. I was gonna keep the mic up here, but I think I'm gonna move it. So bear with me and let me know that you can hear me and see me okay, because apparently I move around more than I think, and I need to take the mic with me. I'm gonna tear out pages while people find their way in. I have an old, excuse me, have an old frog in my throat. I have an old Martha Stewart Living magazine from 1998 that I am using today. If you're here, say hello. Hello, everybody out there watching in TV land and on the replay. And a special shout out to all my studio friend members here on YouTube and my Ko-Fi coffee friends over there in my coffee shop. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Happy Halloween. Good morning, Francis. So it doesn't matter the magazine, it doesn't matter the size, as long as all the pages are basically the same. So I'm just tearing some out of here. Hey, Angela. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Lana and Nicole. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. I'm looking for pages with some color to them. I want to mix, so if you don't have a magazine, you can use book pages. So I have a ton of them because I just did an altered book with my studio friends members. Well, we started it. We haven't finished it. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Lana. Welcome in. Welcome to the Crafty Live. Happy Friday. Happy Halloween. A blessed Samhain, if you believe, if you follow the Celtic traditions. Happy harvest. It's a wonderful time of year. So, ooh, these black ones are nice. I like these darker ones. I have to save some for like the jelly plate too, though. Hello. Oh, this one's nice. We're gonna make a paper bowl. Hi, Kat. Thanks for joining and becoming a member. I just saw you join today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's good to have you here. All right, all right. Oh, I'm glad. Which one did you get? Because everybody's on a different track, Nicole. But whatever you got, I'm sure it's wonderful. Everybody gets, like, it goes in an order. So depending on when you come in, depends on which one you're getting in your inbox. All right, I think I have enough. I have some paper from a book. And I have a dowel. You can use anything that is a round shape that is consistent shape. So like this will not work because see how it's bigger here and then it tapers down. I mean, you can make it work, but you're better off with a dowel, a knitting needle, a chopstick, something that's round and uniform in size. If you've ever made paper beads, this is going to be familiar. If you've ever made paper baskets, then this is familiar. Hello, Marcia. Hi, Winnie. Hey, Ruby. Welcome in. We're making a paper basket today. I have some magazine pages from an old Martha Stewart Living. And we're going to roll them up. And I have some made over here. So we're not going to just be rolling for an hour. But I did want to show you what we're doing. If you have arthritis in your hands, if you have challenges with your hands, this could not be the project for you. I'll just say that there's a lot of tedious holding and pinching and rolling. So there are a ton of other ways to make baskets, but this one requires a lot of hand movement. If you're looking to do more, you know, with your hands and your motor skills in your hands, and you can tolerate the little aches and pains that I get them in my thumb here, then go for it. But let's start rolling. How's everybody's week been? All right, here's what we got. We're gonna take our whatever tool we have, and you're gonna, if you go online and see the videos, they make it seem like this has got to be so complex and complicated. They cut the raw edges off. They do all these crazy. You don't have to do all that. At least I don't think so. You just take your corner here, and you want to make sure it catches under whatever you're rolling with. And you want to keep it fairly tight. If it loosens a little, it's fine. And then you're just going to roll your magazine. Roll your magazine. And then when we get to the end, we're going to glue it. We're going to put a little glue. Don't roll it too tight, because if you do, it'll get stuck on your dowel. This one is stuck. It's solid. It's not glued. It's just stuck because it got tight. Oh, I can't wait, Francis, either. I want you to be back to 100%. You're going to get glue on your hands. I'm just using my art glitter PVA mix. You can use Elmer's. You can use Mod Podge. Whatever you have, use that. Glue sticks might not be the best option. That's all I'll say. If your thing gets stuck in there, just kind of twist it and it will come out. Hi, Michelle. Hello. Well, at least the surgery is done, Francis, and now you can get on with life, right? You get a little healing, but the body heals itself. It's really good at healing. It's a marvelous machine. Marvelous. So believe in the healing, and it happens really quick. So, hi, Joanne. I missed you. I didn't see you come in there. Hello, hello. Sandra, hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, any food looks good at this point. I'm hungry. I agree, Winnie. Yeah, this magazine is old. It's so old that it actually had, some of you will remember, you could get the books, like you get like 10 books for $1 or 99 cents or whatever, and then they'd put you in their book club and charge you ridiculous amounts of money for a book a month. You could do it with vinyls too, and 8-tracks. 8-tracks, remember 8-tracks? Hey, Mitch. Hello, you're here. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you have, you know, arthritis, especially RA, it might be an issue. But if you take your time and go slow, it might actually be kind of good to, you know, you're releasing, what is that? Your fascia, right? Fascia release is really good for you. Painful until you get it released, but good for you. Hi, Susan. Hello, welcome. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, we want everybody healthy and happy. So, yeah. I'm just using this to push the dowel out, because sometimes the way that I roll them, they get too thin, too big. They're bigger than my dowel. Okay, so this is part one. So we roll, right? Winnie. Ozzy 8-track. Oh, Crazy Train. He also has a song called D. And it's a really pretty song. I liked D because, you know, DJ, Deirdre, D. My nickname was Dee Dee when I was little. Nobody calls me Dee Dee anymore, thankfully, because I hated it. I hated Dee Dee. Ozzy. I'm surprised that man lived as long as he did. I was sad to see an icon go, but he didn't really live a healthy life, so. Hello, native chick. we're so happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. I am making paper bowls, Winnie. Oh, I mean Michelle. I don't know why I said Winnie. And I'm rolling up the magazines. We'll roll up a couple of pieces of paper too. And then we'll do part 2 of this. So it's not just going to be all rolling paper. Delilah. I love that name. Delilah. Remember that song? Hey, Delilah. She must have hated that. Every Delilah in the world hated that. Just like every Roxanne hated the police. Roxanne. My husband's initials were D.O., so we had to name our mini dachshund Dee Dee. Aw. Well, dogs are great. Of course she was great. All right, I'm going to do this one on the opposite side because I want some plain white. I have a lot of color. How was the beach, Michelle? Did you come home with seashells? Oh, I'm glad you're here now. I'm glad you're here now, Mitch. I like it when everybody's here. I did, I think after last week's live, I did the after party, and it was just me and Melissa. Everybody could not get into the live. I don't know why, because YouTube's being silly, I suppose. All right. Ooh, one's a little hard. All right. All right. I'll make this the last one. We'll do a couple of the book page. I have a bunch made, so we can just move on to the next step. I don't know that this will be a super long live, but I'll give you some ideas and then you guys can take it. And I know it's not inside the junk journaling realm, but we do a lot of that, right? So I wanted to do something else, and I had torn out all these pages when we were doing the altered book. And you can use some, you know, for ephemera and pockets and stuff, but then you're always left with so many more, right? Yeah, I have so many book pages. So for the book pages, you can leave the rough edge. You really don't, if that bothers you, cut it off, but you don't have to. You just kind of roll it up. That's it. Just some cardstock for the after party, Deb, and if you want to decorate, so any little bits of, decor. We're gonna make a bunch of different things. So if you have something for one, not the other, and if you don't know what Deb's talking about, Deb is talking about our members only after party after this live at 2 p.m. If you're a member, you'll see the live there. And if you're not a member, what are you doing? Come join us. It's less than a Starbucks per month, and you get a extra live every Wednesday morning from 8 to 10 a.m. Eastern, and you get ad-free replays and the after party at 2 p.m. every Friday after this live. So that's a lot. And then I give you freebies for a lot of our projects. I'll drop up the link if you want to join. Why not? That's why I'm here, right? You guys help me keep going. So here is that. So if you want to join us, it's $4.99 a month. I don't yet have the power to give away memberships. I think you have to have your memberships for a certain period of time. But as soon as I can, I will be gifting them. I keep checking, but no, I don't know why it does that. It just does not look like I am actually the admin of this live, but I am. So I think I have to still wait. No, I wouldn't print it any larger than 8.5 by 11 because it is exactly sized for what we're going to do. So there you go. These rolled up thingies are the paper we're going to use for our little paper bowl today. Okay, I'll make this the last one. Okay, we have plenty. So I have this. I have about 25-ish. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I have more. 31. All right, so I have 31. It doesn't, you want to probably have over 20 to get at least a small bowl, but I'll show you what it looks like as we progress. And for the magazines, look at all these pretty colors. They're so pretty. I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 42, but you don't need this many. They sound so cool. They're hollow, so they're empty on the inside. All right, so what we want to do, I'm going to get a bone folder, and we want to press these down flat. Now, depending on how you rolled, some might be a little thicker than others. Don't worry too much about it. They'll basically be about the same width. Okay, so just a couple to start. And again, this part is a little trying on the hands, so if you have hand issues, this might be very, very tedious and painful, so it might not be the craft. But you can just hang out and chat, right? Right? Hi, Tila. Hello, I'm so glad you caught a live. Yay, 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 yay. I have so many. I must have 100 magazines upstairs. My husband used to collect racing magazines, so those are like really big ones. And then I have Family Circle. Is Family Circle still around? Better Homes and Gardens, Real Simple, a bunch of fitness magazines. Like, I have magazines, guys, and catalogs. I've been going through them though, because they gotta go. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this up. All right, so we're gonna start to roll. You can get something to kind of get you started, but it's got to roll in tight. You want it really super tight, and we're gonna start to roll it up. So yeah, this part is quite tedious. If you're having hand trouble, this might not be the craft for you, but you can hang out with us. Hello, hello. What are you up to? Hi, Care Bear. Nope, we're pretty much just starting. I am making paper bowls. And what I did was I rolled up a bunch of magazines, so you can watch that from the beginning at the replay. And now I'm flattening them and rolling. We're going to start to make the base. So this part's a little more tedious, and this will probably be the majority of what we're doing for the little bit of time we're here. And then I'm just going to show you. The magazine is a lot harder than the book page because of the paper and depending on how thick your magazine is. So just a little hint there. So see, I'm just kind of rolling it into a tight core, and you don't want to let go. Yeah, I have to cut out pictures too, Michelle, and I pull out the ones that are good for the gel plate. I'm just going to put a little glue. That's a lot of glue. And actually, I think I'm going to switch to my Fabrifix. I don't need as much. All right, so now 2 things you can do. Here at the end, you can fit this one into the next one, or you can just continue rolling. As long as you're using glue, it shouldn't matter much. But like, you can kind of do that and then continue rolling. But glue is your best friend. You could use Mod Podge for this. I don't like Mod Podge because it's just seems like it never is not sticky when you're done. If you have Maker's Magic like I do, and you don't want to use, okay, so I just glued that down. We're going to have a step when we're all done where we actually have to expand this out a little. So you don't want to kind of keep gluing all the way down this, or that step won't work. I just want to point that out. And so what I'll do is for the next one, and I'm just going to get a clip here. Is that going to work? Nope. What else do I have? All right, let me see if I can do this. I'm trying to get it not to unravel. Good luck. Let's see. Let's see. Will it hold? Yeah. So let me flatten out a couple more of these. What are you guys up to this weekend? Oh my goodness, DJ. Jelly plated for the first time. How was it? We are making paper bowls, paper bowls, paper bowls. Paper, like these are great for your craft room for storage and stuff. And it's recycling, so it's green craft, which I love. All right, so rather than glue it to itself, we'll just stick this one kind of in there, and then we don't have to glue it. So let me get a couple more of these that we can do as we go. And depending on how many magazine pages you have rolled up will depend on the size of your bowl. You can make little tiny ones, you can make really big ones, and then I'll just show you some other hacks you can do with these. But I want to get one done so I can show you how to finish it. Oh, Trash to Treasure Girl. Hey, Junk Journal Boss. Hello, hello. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. What are you up to? Okay, and so I'm just going to continue. Here we go. Ooh, that sounds like fun. So is that where you were at the beach, Michelle, in Florida? Is that the one where you could only take one bag? How'd that work out? Oh, that's okay. I'm so happy you're here. All right, so you guys got to go check out Junk Journal Boss's channel. You just type that into YouTube after the live and you can check it out. Check, check. All right, so I'm just going to feed this into here. And keep on keeping on. If it unravels, you just have to ravel it back up. That's all. That's all. These are fun. They're a great use of, you know, stuff that would make it to the landfill. You could do these with paper bags if you just cut them all to the same size. Amazon paper. Like I said, book page is fun, but it is, you know, you're using your hands a lot. It can get tiring, but you can make little ones. 90 here in Florida, went up to North Carolina, and yeah, it's chilly here too. Oh, I'm sorry, Tila. You took your little Hello Kitty backpack. My daughter loves Hello Kitty. That's awesome. I'm glad you got it to work. All right, so you just want to keep kind of making it tight. So it's a fun little project for you guys on this Friday Live. Let me try the other way. Ah, there you go. So were you guys in Florida at the same time? Well, it looks like you live there, Tila. Maybe Michelle was visiting you. Okay, and you can see how choosing the color of the magazine kind of determines what you're going to get here. Yeah, I'm going to glue that in. This one seems slippery for some reason. So, just put a little glue in there. Is this the one I was using? I think so. There we go. Hopefully that'll hold it. You know, if this is not the craft for you, there's plenty of crafts on the channel. lots of junk journal stuff. I know I've been getting into other paper craft, but you know, I'm a crafter, so I'm all over the place. I never have one craft. Oh, you live in Florida. Oh, ooh. I'm sorry it was so cold and you got sick, but I hope the mountains were pretty. Okay, I think that one will hold. Ooh, so delightful. Yeah, you guys must get really cold. Oop, okay, you're not going to stay. Let me try something else. Okay, I'm going to have to glue again. Oh, really? Ocean view balcony sounds amazing. You did? Oh. You were ready, yeah. I bet. It gets, you know, vacation sometimes turns into its own work. I'm like a very busy vacationer. I like to see things. I like to do things because I can't sit still. But my husband likes to just sit around and sleep. So it's kind of difficult. All right, so this one's going to go in here. Let me put a little glue in here. We're almost there, guys. Don't worry. Raincation. Uh-oh. All right, so there. I love this one. This one had like a border of white, and we'll see some of this. We're not seeing it right now, but as we finish this, you'll see. Flatten a few more. Maybe we can just stick a couple together, save time. Yeah. Who said maps? I think maps would be fun. Maps. What about maps? A full itinerary. The itinerary is what you're going to do for the day. You know, like 9 a.m. do this, 10 a.m. do that. Yeah, I also need like a full itinerary. I need to know what I'm doing and when, and I like to have something to do. I can't sit around. I'm wasting the day. Even when I'm really sick and it's a beautiful day outside, I feel like, oh, I don't want to be sick. I'm wasting the day. I'm wasting such a beautiful day. But you got to relax when you're sick. Yeah, me too. I want to see the sights. I want to do the things. I want to see the locals. Catch the birds, catch the dolphins. All right, so we'll just attach a few of these. Look. Ooh, it's a big chain of magazines. How exciting. All right, I think 3 is going to be my limit, or they're just going to be annoying. I have new lighting. How's the lighting, guys? All right. Oh, Lynn, I'm sorry. I'm glad it's going, though. Get out. Get out. Yeah, me too. Me too, Winnie. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, so I think we'll make this the small one. This one is, it's a lot. But that's okay, because you can make little ones, you can make big ones. Once I show you, and you may already know, this is nothing new. We were doing this in grade school. I have one more folded, so I'll put that on here. These can make coasters. You could just leave it like that and have a fun little coaster. Right? If you make it a little bigger, as long as your papers aren't too wonky. These are, see, I didn't do them all perfectly wrapped the same, but they're fine. All right, let's do this. Yes, we'll coat it with, I'm going to coat mine with matte medium, but you can definitely coat it with Mod Podge or glue. Super easy. Nothing new. Let's see, it looks like Winnie's made a bunch. Yeah, they're nothing new. All right, so this last part, I'm just going to glue this here, and then I'm going to hold it for a few minutes. Did you see my... Yes, I saw your Maryland AI. I did give it a thumbs up. That one and the other one you did. I saw also. I went over. So one of those likes is mine. Michelle. Michelle is Call Me Glitter, and she has some cute little shorts on her channel there. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me give you guys memberships yet. That's bleh. I want to give membership. All right, I don't know. I'm going to see if it's because I'm doing it the way that I'm doing the live. You're supposed to give them out at the live. Okay, so now the next step you have to just be a little careful with. We're going to kind of push the center out, but what you don't want to happen is you don't want it to unravel, because that's kind of annoying. So we're just going to kind of very gently, we don't want to go beyond the width of our magazine roll. And see, you're making like a little bowl. Isn't that cute? And if you make them bigger, you know, you can leave the center more flat and kind of then bring the sides up. And when they get to this point, you definitely want to glue them. I'm trying to watch to make sure I don't lose some of these rolls. Some are not moving. I'm not going to chance it. And we'll just fix this a little like that. And look, you can put your paper clips in there. How fun, right? You can paint them. Where are you? Here you are. I'm going to use this. It's strong. It holds. It doesn't feel sticky when I'm done. But like I said, you could use Mod Podge or Maker's Magic. I have that too, but I can't seem to get the, this one's matte. Let me see if I can get this one open. Oh yeah, this one opens. So this is good too. This is like Mod Podge. It's more expensive than Mod Podge though, probably like 3 times. but it's not sticky when it's dry. And they make a gloss too. The gloss is the one I can't get open. Really? All right. Let me get a paintbrush. Let me get one. Now that introductions are done. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this, but like I said, you can use glue. You just don't want it to move once you have it here. This kind of helps it fill in those little gaps and keep it so it will stay like this. Because you don't want it to fall apart. After you spent all your time working so hard on it and all. Yeah, Christy goes live. When are yours? Wednesdays. And what's the other day? Friday? Is it Friday night? And Winnie has a channel, Winslow's Only Hope. It has her own channel too, which is gaming and all sorts of stuff. You kind of have a, how would you describe your channel, Winnie, if you were giving an elevator pitch? What would you say? I would say it's eclectic. It's got a good mix of stuff. Who else is on here that has a channel? Anybody I see? Shout it out. Shout it out. Okay, so that's good. All right, I'm gonna let this dry while I do the book page one. And then I'll show you some other ways you can use these in case you have a lot of magazines and you wanna, I just have some excess I'm getting rid of here. In case you want to do something else, because there's like so many ways you can play with this once you have the rules. And then any scraps you can make into paper beads. I love making paper beads. Okay, so put you over there. And I would do the other side as well, but I'll wait for that to dry. Isn't that cute? And then you can just have a bunch of them in your craft room for little, because we always have like little bits. Brads, paper clips, glitter. Right, Michelle? Oh, right, the retreat. They are a lot of work. I used to do trade shows for a fitness company way back a long time ago. And it was just an enormous amount of work. So any kind of event that's kind of way, oh, all right, let's do this. These will be somewhat easier. They're a little easier. Yep, glitter. I said the word. I think you could just shout out your channel name if you have a channel, and we can't drop links or anything. Or you can't drop links. But you can shout out your channel name, and usually everybody's pretty resourceful. They can find it. All right, so, wow, Susan, you've got top commenter. Taylor, you're number 3. Who's my number 2? Lynn. So far. I don't give away anything for that, I'm sorry. But you get to recognize that you are. Oh, at the retreat. What does a presenter do, Christy? And where is the retreat? And it's okay to say. You know my channel's kind of low key, casual, look cash. We're cash. I'm so silly. All right, maybe I'll use these to show you another way to make these. Because you can make like a little trivet. Why don't we make a little trivet? Maybe I have enough, maybe. All right, so same thing, you gotta roll them. Oh. Yeah, what kind of presenters? Where are you gonna be? When is it? Approximate, even if you haven't set a date yet. Winter, spring, summer, fall. What does a presenter do? Yeah, these are fun. Think too, in terms of other mediums, like you could use fabric if your hands can't really hold the oh, I'll do one. If it's virtual, I can do that. I'm not a big traveler, but let me know if I can get in. I'll be happy to. I'll be happy to join you. Can I join? All right, so I'm just gonna make these into their own little singles, okay? I don't know if I have enough clips. Ooh, I would love to. I would love to. Can you shoot me an email? You have my email. I'm on your list, but yeah, it's hello@hitherandyon studio.com if you don't have it. All right, so I'm going to do another one. Spring. Probably May. Okay. There you go. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to make a bunch of these little ones, and then we're going to glue them together into a trivet. And you can put a bottom on it, so we'll make a little bottom out of our book page. There's so many things you can do with these, guys. Who else do I need? Me. Make sure you follow me. Patty was here earlier. She's checkmate. You can follow her. I always promote Patty. So that's SHECKMADE. She does a lot of different crap. Look, I lost it. All right, I'm back. I'm going to get back. Guys, can you believe October is over? Q4, 1/3 done. That's crazy. Good. These you could glue, so, because these aren't going to be pushed or anything, so maybe that'll help. I'm glad. Yay. I used to set up virtual retreats for a couple of clients when I was doing marketing. So even virtual ones are a lot of work, just organizing everybody, especially if somebody has to send you videos and stuff, just being on top of everybody. Because you think like adults can be responsible, but yeah, guess what? I'm just going to be shocked to you all. Not everybody is. Not everybody can self-regulate. Yeah, Winnie would be, I think Winnie would be a good ad too. But check out her channel and see. If you have a theme, let us know. Oh, that one's staying nice. Look at that. I'm going to hold it anyway because I don't trust it. I don't trust it. It is like herding cats. I use that term a lot. Like, why is this like herding cats? Herding cats would be easier than herding peoples. I know. Halloween. Samhain. And my daughter's a big Halloween fan. I think that whole generation, Gen Z, is very Halloween. They made Halloween like Christmas. I'm not a big... I don't get dressed up. I don't dress up my dog. But hey, whatever you're into, right? Oh, you're a total gamer too, Nicole. I should have known that. You know, I kind of feel like we ride in the same track. You're the one that always says to me, that is childhood trauma. We just need a can of cat food, yeah. Now I got the Mario song in my head. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so yes, I'm going to chat with you guys for a few minutes while we'll make like a bunch of these. Horror is my jam. The Quarry. See, I can't play them. I don't like when things jump out at me. I'm like Sims, Sim City. I'm a builder. I love simulation games. Yeah, the center of these are hard. Oh, nice. Yeah. Sims 2, 3, 4. Any Sims. I'll play any Sims. I love the building part. I spend more time like building my house than actually playing the game. I have an Xbox. I used to play The Walking Dead on my Xbox all the time. I haven't played in a while now. I just kind of play on my computer mostly. My Xbox just sits there because I haven't found anything I really like to play on the Xbox. Disney Dreamlight Valley. That sounds fun. Animal Crossings, yeah. My daughter had that on her Nintendo Switch. I used to play Call of Duty, but I wasn't really good at it because you just didn't want me on your team. I would shoot myself if I was able. So, I'm amongst my people. Of course you are! We're crafters and gamers. I'm not a big gamer now. I use it for meditation and relaxation to get out of my head. All right, so we got 4. Might be to the point where I'm going to have to just show you how to do it. Maybe we'll make some bigger ones and we'll use them in between. That might be a good way to do it. I can show you the beginnings. PS2. I used to have the Nintendo here, and we might have it still. I might have sold it. I sold my Wii because I never used my Wii. Does anybody still have a Wii? I do have an old handheld. Why can't I think of the name of it now? But anyway, that's what I would play Call of Duty on. But that's ages old now. Yeah. You have your Wii. I do too, Francis. I love those. I play on my iPad all the time. The Fruit Drop, I love that one. And I love, I have the blocks where you kind of fit the blocks in. And those games, I don't know, I love puzzles. And I love the games, like I used to love Myst. Myst was one of my favorite because I love kind of mystery solving games, or when they have the games where you go in a room and you have to get out. Those type of things, those are fun. I have all the systems, every single Nintendo. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, Myst was so good. I just loved the graphics at the time. I used to actually play back in the 80s when like I remember, and computers weren't really like in every household until like the late 90s, but in the 80s growing up, one of my friends in the city, their parents had a computer and you could play the text-based games. And oh, what was it called? It was like Mine Shaft or something. Anyway, you would go and you would have to say go right, and then it would tell you what it saw, and then you could say go left. Oregon Trail, that's what it was. Thank you. Oh my goodness. And then there were like so many others, but that was fun. Missed. I had better notes for that than I did for school. That's funny. Wow, this one's hard. All right, I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to do some different so I can show you how you can kind of mix and match these. But this is cool, right? I mean, we always have extra paper. It's a good way to use it up, and you can make storage and little gifts, and you can paint them. I'm doing handmade gifts, guys. I am so over corporate America and buying garbage that just... Here's my rant. Story time. No, I'm just over it. Where are all my other... Oh, I know why. Oh, my happy mail. That's why. Okay. So now I'm going to find something like this or this. This might work better. And I'm going to make some with more of a hollow center. Black and white screen Game Boy. Oh, that's so cool, cat. You're a cool cat. So I'm making journals. I'm making the password books and, you know, like the candy things to give away. Just anything that don't need to spend a ton of money anymore on. And I don't want to be getting a lot of stuff. Just buy me craft supplies. I played the original adventure on Micro's IBM computer. It was the size of a small bedroom. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Am I gonna get you off of here? I might have to take the cap off. Okay. So, like that. What am I doing? I'm trying to screw that onto here. I need food. That's my problem. I'm never hungry early, so I can't like eat before the live. Yeah, you know, and I'm just stop. That's why it's really hard for me to like hard sell my stuff, but you know, this is how I support the channel. But still, I'd prefer to let you guys decide. There's a big difference though. Like, you know, and people go broke. They use their credit cards. I hope we're past that time. The 80s were horrible. Oh my goodness. The 80s was like the most materialist time. Yeah, it's just, you know, I have a lot of fun doing what I do, so. So I'm going to make a few more of these, and then I'll put them down, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. But we have to, right? We have to, Christy. Had a green, yeah, those old computers. I worked in an office, and when computers came in, they were like, wow, what are these? These are so cool. And if you saw them now, you know, I'm sure you guys have seen all the pop culture photos. And then some of us were just around. Some of us were just there. Yeah. Oh, hi. Oh, we forgot our clocks. Oh, ours go back on Sunday. Hi, Tiffany. Tiffany also has a channel. She does a lot of spooky stuff this month and kind of ongoing. And she has this, what is that? The one you do with the tarot, taco. Tarot and coloring. I love that series. Yeah, that's true. And I don't want to be aggressive. I'm not the aggressive type. I could never be in sales because of that. Marketing was different for me because that was more psychological and stuff, which is fascinating to me. But yeah. So Amethyst Raven is Tiffany. MS-DOS based. Yeah, that's how they were in the offices, the MS-DOS based. That was crazy. Crazy times. These kids today don't know how good they have it. I'm always telling my husband that I sound like that 60-year-old uncle that sits under the tree at the picnic with this can of beer talking about how the man's trying to keep him down. I'm just like, I've become that person now. Taco Tuesday. Yes, I love that series. So fun. All right, I'll do 2 more of these. Well, let's see. I'm going to put them in between. So if you haven't figured that out yet. What's only $8.99? I almost did this wrong. Oh, I love human psychology. Is fascinating. Also, animal psychology. I just think it's, I'm a very kind of deep dive into the mind type of person. I love deep conversation and talking about, things, all the things. I'm very open-minded. Oh, the quarry game. That's scary, right? That's spooky. Yeah, and personal growth stuff. Yeah. I used to know a person and they would say, "This is me, this is who I am, take it or leave it." And I used to think, wow, that's like so, don't you want to grow? Don't you want to evolve? It seems so close-minded. It just bothered me. Like, I want to grow. I want to expand my horizons. I've been Hi, Linda. Okay. Have a good work day. Yeah, thanks for joining. I'm glad. It definitely is a hand workout. I will tell you that. You're going to find out if it's scary. I think that's what Winnie was talking about. Hey, lovely. How you doing? Welcome in. I'm making paper basket. Well, I made a paper basket so you can watch the replay. We made this little basket for our desk out of magazines. And now I'm showing you the beginnings of a trivet because I probably won't be able to get it done because it'll take me 3 hours to wrap all of these. But when it is done, I'll show you. But, all right, so we have these and we have these. And then I'm just going to take a few of these and glue them together. You could also cover some cereal box or something to make it even more green friendly. This is just going to give it a base. I'm not going to get all fancy. I know it's like a kid's craft, but let's be honest, I'm like 12 years old in my head, so. Oh, you've been watching and lurking. What are you working on? Oh, working. Oh, work, maybe. Yeah, you told me. That's awesome. I'm glad. It's fun, right? Jelly plating. All right, and then these, like you could paint that or put some pretty paper down. You can kind of do like this and glue them down into a trivet. So who's having a sale? Yeah, it does work for cereal covers. I would take my border collie. Who's having a sale? What did I miss? Gosh, I looked down for 1 second. That's okay. Oh, okay, you're having a sale today. A live sale then, I guess. So many live sales these days. I see them all the time now. Does YouTube give you a hard time for that? I always wondered. Oh, fun. Lovely's Crafting Lodge is 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern. Go check out the live sale. I have to stay away from live sales. Like that. And then you can kind of just keep going. Right? And then when you're done, you'll have a cute little trivet. So there's another option. Before I glue these other pieces down, I'll show you one more. This was really cute. I can't remember where I saw the video, but you take these, okay, and you put wire through them. So, you know, you would poke a hole and then like jewelry wire or wire, but when you put the wire through, you would put a bead on it. So there's like a bead in the center. And then at the end, you just kind of wrap it around itself and make it flat. And then you can have, you know, you can make it into anything really, a whole basket. So you can make a circular bottom and then glue these around in a circle. But the beads inside make it really cute. So anyway, that's another idea for you guys. There you go. More subscribers. Yeah, so, and then you can just paint everything if you don't like the paper, but at least you can reuse and recycle, which I love. I love green crafting. It's election time and, you know, like local elections. And so there's a lot of postcards coming in the mail, which I love because I turn them into stencils with my silhouette. So I've been waiting for them to show up. Most people get mad. They're like, oh, there's junk mail. Like, send it my way. Okay. So I'll finish these off camera. I'm gonna put another coat on my little basket here. Well, I might as well put this last one down, right? It's just sitting here by itself. He's lonely. So you just, and then you can cut around. You would cut around, and then that you can put a hot pot on there. A hot pot. If you like hot pot. All right. And it's nice if you have the Mod Podge that's like got the hard finish too. This stuff is really good. You could put resin, I suppose, too. You could paint resin on it and then set it. I'm just going to put a little coat on here, and then I'm going to go get some lunch. And then I'll be back here for the members live at 2. So an hour from now-ish, 54 minutes from now. So you can join, and we're going to do a fun little craft with our, where did I put my paintbrush? There you are. With some Post-its. I'm going to make some cute little gifts with Post-its. So that live is up and waiting. So members, if you're here, you can go set a notification for that if you want to. So YouTube members, I know I had a mix up over on the coffee page where I think some of the YouTube members were confused because I put up the coffee freebie, and I don't mean to cause confusion. It's just different memberships have different perks. So the Ko-Fi coffee members got a freebie today, a free paper pack. It's beautiful too. I love it. I can't wait to use it. It's like a blue indigo. It's so nice. Anyway, anyway, if you're a member here, the live is up. So you can come back here at 2 and just jump in that live. So there's no confusion about where it is. It's on the live tab. I know, it's so cute, isn't it? And if you put a little washi around the rim, that would be cute. A ribbon. I like washi because I have so much. Oh, the blue pack, isn't it gorgeous? Oh my goodness, I love indigo. I want to do like indigo dyeing, but I want to do a lot of things. No, maybe some cardstock. Yeah, you probably need some cardstock of some type. And glue. And a little decorating if you want, Donna. And the printout I gave you. If you want, you don't even need that printout. That's an extra. We're going to do a few that don't even use that printout. So, yeah. And it's an ad-free experience. So, that's the make. What do you think? What do you think? You going to make some? You going to make some? If not, you can just use them as drumsticks. Straws. I don't know. I suppose you could drink something out of them. I'm going to put mine over here and make more stuff. I am. Where am I going to put you? I'll put you right there. That's it, guys. We got a cute little bowl. You can put a little felt on the bottom if you want. Or a quarter or $50. That would be cute. Since it's not even worth $50 anymore. It's probably worth more on the bottom of your bowl. All right, that's my commentary for today. Thank you for coming in and playing with me today. I hope you have a great weekend. Happy Friday, happy Halloween. Be safe out there if you're going out to party and make a ruckus. Just be careful. And I will see you here next Friday, I hope. And in the meantime, tomorrow the new kit is coming out. So if you don't know what that is, you might want to subscribe. There's a new free kit. And don't forget to go download your October kit if you haven't yet. Get it onto your device because the files won't be there to download tomorrow. You're welcome, Winnie. Yay. All right. Bye, everyone. Don't forget Lovely's sale at 4 and check out all the other friends here. I'll see you guys soon. Noodles!